Hello, and welcome to The Angry Sniper, episode 15. Yep, it's a voidstar, and it's a defensive round. It's a defensive round, you'll see why. It's a defensive round, really, which I'm loading this for. Because I end up guarding the left door. So, I know, it just sparks my curiosity for a bit, you know. It's not my usual kind of defense vid that I do, you know. I know, I've just watched this one. When I do these vids, I watch them just before I go and record my silly little voice here. And just to make sure that, you know, I want to record it and so forth, you know. And I had the volume on full blast, and listening to that series of shots on full blast. Boom, boom. That was brilliant. It's so much better than that stupid little the public version. You know, I can't even remember what the public version is called. It's insane. I'm recording this. I'm doing my talking thingy on the 5th of January. The vid, the Warzone itself is from a couple of weeks ago. I've had a good week's break, really, from recording any of converting vids. So, yep. So I noticed that everybody was leaving, and you know, I don't really like guarding voidstar on this character. I didn't really enjoy it in in P3.0 either, you know. Civil War is okay, but I just didn't like. I've never liked defending voidstar. I've always preferred to be in the action, you know. But it's what piqued my interest in this one. It's like, when do you call and when do you not call, you know? Because there was a I was reading the Star Wars forums at work during lunchtime, and there was somebody made a post or a thread about or somebody made a post about when they call. Like, somebody always calls out when they've got one person with them, you know, and other people turned around and said no, they don't, because they always kill them, and somebody else replied to that and says, yeah, well, it's the one time you don't is, you know, the time you end up getting killed and what you call it. It's like, I don't think there is a perfect time, is there, to say whether you should or shouldn't call. Because as you see, if I hadn't have called, incidentally, mistake, I should have used my oh bloody hell, my diversion. I should have popped that on me. It would have helped my defense a bit, so bad. But if I hadn't have called them and I had have died, or say I had have killed him, I still would have been quite low health for when that other person came along. And it's not always possible to keep an eye on if there's anyone else approaching or not, you know. So, but then again, if you do call person, especially in begs, we all know, like, you call one and basically the whole bloody team comes, you know. So, I guess in one respect you have to make a judgment, don't you, as to whether it's safe to call or not. But then that's a prime example. The a gunslinger in prime view, stealther, right outside, you know. was a bit surprised with the amount of damage I did at the end of this war zone, considering that I'm spending this entire defensive round guarding, you know. One thing, incidentally, I've noticed, I really do need to rejig my my UI. I mean, those debuffs. You see, I got 9 medals and so forth. They're in the wrong place. I've also been thinking, I need to have a rejig about my keybinds, because you can see on my, I've got F4, the second is next to evasion. F4. I'm training cybertech on this character, you know, like I have on Escali. So I will be using like grenades on this toon when I've actually got him and can make him on this character. But for the time being, I've got F4 down as explosive probe, because my explosive probe at the moment, pre-3.0, was of course, as you can see, number 2. So it's very easy to just double tap 2 and bingo, you got cast. But now, of course, we can cast explosive probe whilst on the move. So that's kind of, I'm going to have a bit of a think about my keybinds, because F1 being evasion, I've got an operative. One of the reasons why I don't play it much at the moment is I want to play him as a healer, not because it was flavour of the month before 3.0 or any of that crap, you know. But it's when I've had an operative, it's always been a healer right from, you know, the very first month of the game when I first created one. I've just never played it that much, you know. But my kind of target self key is kind of F1. On say my Sage or my Commando healer. So that kind of conflicts with my my operative. So I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think about that. So I don't want to change this. I don't really want to change it, because of course it's having to remember to press a different F1 for the sniper to an operative is kind of, oh, I don't know. But then again, F1, I've kind of got that imprinted onto my mind, you know, about being target self for the healers, so it's going to be a pain. But yeah, you can probably see on the clock that there's not much left to this vid, you know. So yes, we do get it quite early. I don't know why. It's just when I watched this one back a week or so ago, I just happened to like the defensive round and so forth. It just sparked my interest a bit, so there we go. I did find it was quite annoying dying right at the last second, you know. I couldn't skip that entire defensive round without dying. That's got to be the most irritating thing, you know. Right at the end of the war round, or right at the end of the round, you end up dying. It's such a pain. I'm finding the sniper, the spec, I'm getting used to it, you know. I need to learn when and when not to use diversion and that stuff, you know. But I still don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Of course, I can see their capping.
Alert.
Hey, we capped. Woohoo! 8 seconds. I don't think they're going to cap it, you know. we won. Excellent stuff. So let's see what damage I got. Bearing in mind I did spend the whole round just guarding at bay from most of the action. Yeah, 500k. So I was a bit surprised about that, you know. But there we go. Enjoy, like, subscribe, comment, dislike, you know, all that stuff, and have fun.